Hello everyone, welcome to VLSI Academy. This is lecture 35 and today we will discuss about applying CRPR in design. CRPR is also known as clock reconvergence pessimism removal concept. It is also called as CPPR sometimes, which is a short for common path pessimism removal. This is very important and fundamental topic to be covered in this series. This is third part of OCV series. In second part we discussed about OCV for setup. In this lecture we will cover OCV for hold. Alright, let's get started. In previous video, we discussed about applying OCV D-rates and we discussed that for setup, we apply D-rate in max path, which is launch side, which pushes the total arrival time and it adds some extra percentage of delay in the launch clock path and max data path, that is till deep enough the capture flip-flop. And we also apply early derate in the capture path, which reduces the delay and pulls the capture clock path delay by some percentage. So this path gets pulled and this path, launch path, max path gets pushed. That way we were reducing the setup slack margin and effectively adding some pessimism due to OCV. Now let us assume that we have added these D rates of 10% in early path and 20% in late path. And we have seen that already in the previous video, link of which is given in the description below. Here we are just doing a quick revision with different D rate values. Now let us assume these are the values of launch clock path, capture path and this data path. Now with D rates applied, the launch clock path will become 2.4 from 2.0. And similarly, all other values, that is max data path and other values, will get degraded by 20% in max path and it gets degraded by 10% in capture clock path. Degraded in the sense it will get pulled and this will get pushed. So max path gets pushed and early path, that is this capture path, gets pulled. So far we have discussed, and because of this calculation our min clock period, it becomes 7.171 nanoseconds. This we have already discussed in the previous video also. Now please note that here this path of 1.2 nanoseconds, it is common to launch and it is also for the capture clock. So this path is 1.2 nanosecond. It is common and it is getting derated differently for launch and for capture. In capture clock path, it is getting pulled. In launch path, it is getting pulled. But it cannot happen because this part of common tree, which is common for launch and capture, different derating means it is overly pessimistic, because in reality this part of clock tree will really be at only one PVT condition, either as a maximum path or as a minimum path, but cannot be at both of the situations at the same time. Hence, we need to remove the extra pessimism which is getting added, and that phenomena itself is called as CRPR. Now, let's see what is happening here. We are derating this part of clock tree 1.2 nanoseconds by 20%. So, that means in max side, if we see, it is actually 1.2 into 1.2 because it is getting derated by 20% in late or max path side. So it becomes 1.44 nanoseconds. And if we calculate for min, then this value will come out to be 1.2 into 0.9 because we are derating by 10% in early. So that is 10% pulling. So that becomes 1.08. And CRPR removal is nothing but the difference of these two, and that comes out to be 1.44 minus 1.08, and that value is nothing but your CRPR, that is 0.36 nanoseconds. And for a effective clock period we need to subtract this value from your 7.171. That means your final clock period will be actually 7.171 minus 0.36. Hence the minimum clock path will actually be 0. Sorry, it will be 6.811 nanoseconds. So you can see that we were actually adding some extra pessimism. The real clock period should be 6.811 nanoseconds instead of 7.171 nanoseconds. Now let us try to understand how can we apply OCV in hold timing checks. For a hold timing check, Max path is actually the capture clock path, and this launch path becomes the early path. So you can say early or min path is the data path. This is we have already discussed in the previous videos of hold timing checks, link of which is given in the description below. And data path has minimum requirement. We already discussed that this becomes a minimum path, so it has a min requirement, and hence the worst condition for hold check occurs when the launch path has OCV condition, which results in the smallest delay, because we are trying to stress further, right? So we have to pull it further. So this becomes your early. We will apply early derate in this path, and we will apply late derate or max derate in this path, because we are trying to make it as much as slow, as much as fast. The data has to be as much as fast, and in the clock path we are trying to push it so that we get the delta of skew more in hold in the capture path. Now let us assume that we are trying to apply the derates, and derate values are these. So that means that we are trying to apply early derate of 0.9. We are trying to pull this launch clock path and this data path by 10%, and this derate of late means we are trying to push the capture clock path by 20%. And now let us assume that we have these values in the capture clock and launch clock path. Now for reference, let's put down these values here. So launch clock path will be this path 0.25 plus zero point 0.6. So it becomes 0.85 nanoseconds. Then comes your min data path, that is here 1.7 nanoseconds. And then comes the capture clock path. So capture clock path means this path. So it is 0.25 plus 0.75, that is 1 nanoseconds. And then comes the hold. So this is actually hold time of capture flip flop. So hold time of capture flip flop is, let's assume that it is 1.25 nanoseconds. And then if we put these values here in the expression, it will be 0.85 plus min data path, that is 1.7, minus this capture clock path. So capture clock path is 1, and then minus hold of 1.25. If we calculate this, it is actually 0.3, that is greater than 0. So it is a valid hold condition as of now. Right now hold is not violating, and now let's say we have these d rates, that is early d rate of 0.9, which will be applied in the launch clock path plus data path, and we will have a late d rate of 1.2, that means 20% d rate in this capture clock path, and there will be a d rate of hold timing in the capture flop. Now, cell check delays such as setup time and hold time of a cell can be derated using a hyphen cell check option with this cell time set timing derate command. It will be specified something like this. So set timing derate hyphen early means it will be for hold, and hyphen late means it will be for 1.1 for setup. So here it is hold timing check. So your hold time will be derated by 0.95, and if there is a setup time check, it will be derated by 1.1. That means 10% derate in setup and 5% derate in hold. So here this hold time will be derated by 5%, and that will be of early type. Now let's assume that these derates are applied. So these derates will be applied on these values, and the new values will be something like 0.85. It will be derated by 0.9. So it will become 0.765. And let's say you have derated the min data path by 0.9, so it will also be multiplied with 0.9, and it will become 1.53 nanoseconds. And then capture clock path, it will be derated by early derate, so sorry, late derate, because it is on max path, max latest path. So that will be of derate of 1.2, so it will become 1.2 nanoseconds. And then comes your hold. So hold is actually derated by 0.95, which you can see here. So it will be 1.25 into 0.95, and that will be your 1.1875. So these are the new values which is coming after the derate, and if we put together these values, these are derated values, and if we apply CRPR, so CRPR will be applied on the common clock path, that is 0.2. 0.25. So 0.25, and you can see that there is a D rate of 1.2 and there is a D rate of early in 0.9. So the difference of that two, as we explained earlier, will be multiplied with this, and that becomes your CRPR portion, and that is around 0.075 if you calculate. Now, as explained earlier, in the setup case, we were subtracting that CRPR portion. Here in the case of hold, it will be added. So if we are trying to verify this condition whether it is still valid for hold or not, here one more component of CRPR gets added along with this derated values. Now if we put these values here in the expression, it will be 0.765 plus min data path of 1.53 minus capture clock of 1.2 minus this 1.1875, and then your addition of CRPR, that is common clock path, because it is maximum path here, and it will be, if you calculate, it will be minus 0.0175 nanoseconds. So here it is now invalid, that is hold is violating because it is less than 0. Now with this entire exercise, you have clearly seen that then when there were no derates, the hold was not violating, and after applying the derates, there is a hold violation when there is a OCV derating factors applied on these early and late paths. Now that's all for this video. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and please do give your important feedback in the comment section so that we come to know like which topics are still need to be covered. And till then, thank you.